Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce our new option, connectivity with TFT display. Seems to me you might be wondering, okay, now the GS got a TFT display, so what's the big deal? Yes, obviously, the GS now offers a nice big full-color TFT display with telephone and media Bluetooth connectivity. But that's not it, as Timo Resch already said. And it's not designed like any other TFT instrument cluster you've seen on a motorcycle before. Our colleagues from development really delivered something quite unique here. Let me walk you through. First thing is, we have the BMW Motorrad multi-controller, giving you intuitive, you might even say, really at one grip feature control. The multi-controller has been slightly redesigned to ideally interact with the 6.5-inch TFT display, and you will be able to control all connectivity functions at ease. Combined with a BMW Motorrad communication system in your helmet and a Bluetooth-paired smartphone, you're perfectly connected to the bike and the world with connectivity functions that are unique. I'm going to give you some examples later on, but first I would like to show you how everything you can experience on that motorcycle is designed in a way that really centers the attention of the driver on riding. We minimize rider distraction as we designed the user interface in a way that really reflects our customers' needs and wishes. And we developed it with a strong focus on simplicity and what really matters in a given situation. Nobody could explain that better than my colleague Günther Horner. Günther is from our development department. He's responsible for the user interface and user experience of our new TFT display. Günther, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Hey guys, I'm very happy to tell you something about the basic ideas that are behind the user interface we do have in the new TFT instrument cluster and give you an idea of some of the highlights. So let's get started. I bet the first thing you notice is the bright, colorful, very high contrast display itself, which is indeed quite nice to look at. And I can assure you that the display has a very low reflection rate, so what you see here works perfectly fine in very bright and sunshiny conditions. But let's talk a bit more about the actual user interface. So this is what we optimized in every detail to make it fit most perfectly for the use on a motorcycle. First things first, of course, every information you see is properly sized, always properly sized. This is very, very important. Then there is some information you might want to check once in a while, like board computer details or like temperature or like, I don't know, the clock, for instance. Those like status information is shown in the upper and in the lower part all the time. So there's no effort at all to access this information when you want it. The ref counter you see here, or even here, and the menu cursor as well, comes with a magnifying effect, we call it like that, and this is to make it even bigger and to enhance readability furthermore. So basically, with the new TFT instrument cluster, you get all the information you need in just with like no effort at all. But there's more to come, as I would like to show you in the next slide. The user interface comes with a very smart and unique information management systems, and I'd like to tell you how that works. We talked about the status bars, the upper and lower status bar, but I'd like to talk you through the center part right between the status bars, because unlike the status bars being status all the time and showing constant information all the time, the area right in between changes, however. It changes in respect to the task the driver is about to tackle next. So this gives us the advantage that there's only information to see that is relevant to the very task the driver is executing right now. All the information that is not related to that task somehow is simply not visible. So let's have a view on some of those screens. First of all, what you see up there is what we call the pure ride view, right? Because this gives you all the information that you need to safely ride your bike and nothing else. The next screen shows our tire pressure monitor, which, I bet you guessed it, shows nothing but the tire pressure, but this in a very proper size. And if you want to know what song is currently playing, just pop the media screen and no problem at all, and you see it and you can interact with it. So what I'm trying to say here is the new TFT instrument cluster helps our customers to focus on what's important in any given moment. Coming to intuitive feature control. When it comes to feature control, we offer a very effective and very efficient and very intuitive way of interacting with the whole system. The user interface is, you could say, tailor-made for that already known multi-controller, which makes it perfectly and easy to learn within a few moments. Actually, you don't need to know that much, and I try to show it, because the whole interaction works in two different directions, which is up and down and left and right. This is all you need to know. That's about it. So we reduced the sheer effort that is necessary to interact with the system to a very minimum. Again, let me give you some examples. First, no matter where you are within the menu structure, there's always that one shortcut that gets you back to the very top, to the pure right screen, right? And there's another shortcut that gets you back to where you're coming from. So it's basically jumping the whole menu structure with just one push of a button. Those task-related screen I talked to you some minutes ago offer the most important functions within a, like you could call it, quick access. So basically it's everything at your fingertips and just one click away. So coming to an end is the new TFT instrument cluster is all about reducing rider distraction and therefore increasing rider safety. We offer a proper state-of-the-art user interface that is intuitive and easy to control and that is fun and safe to work with. That's from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Günther. So I hope you were able to see that any function is designed in a way to be as easily accessible as possible. If it's listening to music, or if you decide to be available via phone and a call comes in, it's simply tilting the multi-controller left or right to accept or reject the call. Some of you may know that mechanism: swipe left to reject, swipe right to accept, so that's very easy to memorize. The most important thing is I'm informed when a call comes in. I can decide if I want to react now or later. That also means that I'm at liberty to do what I want with my priorities and I don't miss anything. Now the good thing is, in contrast to other solutions on the market, our TFT instrument cluster allows you to directly initiate a call, not only take a call when you're on your bike. With interaction mechanisms, as Günther told you, that are optimized for our multi-controller, you get the fastest and most simple way to call someone without taking your hand off the handlebar. For instance, I can quickly call my colleague and ask her if she would be so kind to fill in for me. But what's important here? Reduced screen content, efficient interaction, and readability with large font sizes are the decisive factors to get this done safely while riding. One more thing, let's talk about navigation. For really big, well-planned, advanced motorcycle journeys, we are still offering the device of choice, the BMW Motorrad Navigator. And of course the Navigator can still be used in the same way as usual on bikes with the TFT display with the multi-controller. Both are usable. But now, as part of our option connectivity, our customers get a basic everyday navigation without carrying any additional equipment. They only need to download the BMW Motorrad Connected app. The BMW Motorrad Connected app includes a smartphone-based navigation that directly transfers information between smartphone and TFT display, giving you the navigation information directly in the display where you need it. That is the word novelty Timoresh talked about, and we're very proud to present that kind of smartphone integrated solution. You get arrow turn-by-turn guiding, you get a lane recommendation on which lane to use, and this may be somewhat selfish, but I love this feature. I wouldn't even find my way back to the hotel without a GPS. But I know I'm not alone, and so I'm very confident that for many of our customers, this will be a highlight feature. To sum it up, our new option, connectivity with TFT display, gives you intuitive feature control with minimized rider distraction, a perfect connection if you want to be connected, and the smartphone-based navigation, and that shouldn't have happened, and the smartphone-based navigation, which is unique on the motorcycle market. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roman, thank you, Günther, and thank you, Ralf, for presenting all these details. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for bearing with us in here, because the temperatures, as we know, I think it's time to get a cold beer, but thanks for staying with us and really getting through all of this. I think you have seen exciting news from BMW Motorrad, and we are really proud of these new features. So we can now have a chat. Please discuss with the experts, with us, get into the details and really find out what these options are all about. Thanks for being with us, and I wish you an enjoyable weekend. Stay here, enjoy the BMW Motorrad culture. All the best, and see you soon. Bye-bye.